something is happening on the set of The Chosen Season 6, something so profound that even those behind the camera are struggling to describe it. What began as a television series about hope and faith has now crossed into an experience that feels less like acting and more like living history. Leaked accounts from the crucifixion sequence describe an atmosphere so raw, so heavy, it left cast and crew shaken to their core. This wasn't just another shoot day. It was something closer to a sacred encounter. Filming took place on the very hillside in Italy where the Passion of the Christ was once captured. From the moment the team arrived, the silence carried weight. Not an awkward quiet, but a reverent one, like the ground itself remembered what it had witnessed before. Jonathan Roumie, who plays Jesus, set the tone long before cameras rolled. He walked alone, barefoot, across the hill. No direction, no cues, just a man with a cross and whispered prayers. Crew members said it felt less like rehearsal and more like devotion. Even the makeup team, usually chatting as they work, spoke of their brushes as though they were painting sacred wounds, not prosthetics. And then came the crucifixion. Roumie began not on the cross but in the dirt, battered, silent, lips trembling with whispered prayers. Extras cast as Roman soldiers faltered. One, meant to mock him, dropped out of character, whispering, "Forgive me." The crown of thorns was real. It pierced. It drew blood. And when asked if it was too much, Roumie simply said, "If it must be worn, let it be real." Veterans of violent film sets admitted they had never experienced anything like the weight of that moment. But nothing compared to the hammer. The set closed. Cameras restricted. The actor chosen to strike the nails hesitated, hands shaking. "I don't want to do this," he confessed. Dallas Jenkins, the showrunner, answered quietly, "None of us do. But the world must see it, not to glorify suffering, but to remember it." The hammer fell against the wood. The sound echoed across the hillside like a thunderclap. Crew wept. Extras prayed. Some turned away, unable to watch. Others whispered that it no longer felt like cinema, it felt like history pressing through the present. Between takes, Roumie refused to break. He remained bound to the cross, head lifted to the sky, murmuring prayers only he could hear. Elizabeth Tabish, who plays Mary Magdalene, collapsed in tears. Vanessa Benavente, portraying Mary the Mother, wept uncontrollably. The extras, many strangers to one another, began whispering prayers as though they were standing at Calvary itself. This was not performance. This was communion. This was sacrifice relived. And yet, this was only the crucifixion. The resurrection is still ahead. The Chosen Season 6 is not just another chapter in a faith-based series. It has become something else entirely, an unflinching journey into the heart of belief, captured in a way that will not leave anyone unchanged. And when these scenes finally reach the world, they won't just be watched. They'll be felt. Deeply. Stay with us here on Draft Echo as we bring you every update, every reflection, and every revelation from the series redefining faith and cinema itself. Because what comes next, no one is ready for.